Heyo, heyo NTDR. Apologies for the last typing with NTDR video. Once again, the audio was messed up. So I've fixed the separate track issue. I usually have it for other videos, but I'm no longer recording video games. I'm just doing nitrotype. And so I have a pen and paper game. This is going to be interesting. Let me go ahead and go over what it's about. Welcome to a guide of the nitrotype pen and paper game. This is a very simple game that is managed with the use of automation. This is very mismanaged. This is a rough draft of the rules and how it works, so apologies. The first step required is to make your players. The players must have a username, their average speed, which is a range actually. For example, an average speed would be 32 to 45 WPM. And also include their accuracy. So also have a range for their accuracy. Like for example, 87 to 97. This will be important later on. So after every 10 races, roll between 0 and 10 to see if their average WPM increases. This includes the minimum and the maximum words per minute. For example, if I take if I roll a 7, I get 2 WPM increase on the bottom and the top. So like that 32 will become a 34, and the 45 will become 47 WPM. As for accuracy, the average accuracy, you roll that every 15 races, and if they roll higher than a 5, they get +1 accuracy. If they roll higher than an 8, it's +2. And if they roll a 10, they get +3 on their accuracy, maximum and minimum range. This is to have progression in the system. And honestly, it's gonna be pretty insane to see how fast these people go. I may need to create a chart to where the WPM and accuracy slows down so that we don't have people that are like 9 million friggin' WPM and insane accuracy, right? I mean, that's not going. Well, the max cap for accuracy is 100. I'm going to set the max cap for words per minute at 250. And I think I'm going to have to make it a lot more difficult. I think I'm going to make it every 30 races actually, and then every 35 races for accuracy increase. So forget the 10 thing. It's going to be every 30 to 35 races. And then for the leaderboard. To work out the leaderboard for players, you take the amount of you go between 1 to 1k. You pick a number, you get the number generator. It picks between 1 and 1k to see how many races they did that day. And then from there you take the amount of races, right? And then you take 1 to the amount of races they raced in total, and the random number that you get from that is how many times they did not rank, right? They didn't make any money. And then you subtract that number from the total amount of races, and then you do it again with the third, the second, and the first. And for how many races they got in each place, you times that by the amount of like how many times they got first, second, and third. You times each of those numbers by the amount of money they earn per race. For first place, it's 3k. Second place, it's 2k. First place, it's 3k. Second place, it's 2k. And for third place, it's 1k. 1,000, basically. And and then you find the average for all those races, WPM, and accuracy, and the person who has the most amount of races and the person who had the most amount of first, second, and third races combined, including the highest WPM and accuracy on average, is the one who is on top of the leaderboard. As for teams, you take the amount of members in the team, and then you roll between one and the amount of and the highest amount of players to see how many players are raced that day. And then you do a 20, let's say we have 50 members and only 20 of them race that day, right? We would do 20, and then we would have the highest, which is 30k races, right? We find a number in between that, and that is the races, right? Now, I'm not doing it for every single team because that'd be too much time for me. But yeah, you do that, and essentially that is the leaderboard for now. Now, of course, rules may change. I'm just getting the basics of it. And then you can create custom cars with different monetary levels. You can create custom achievements and titles. And then if you want to do live races, you can get 5 to 10 racers, right? And what you do is you calculate, you take each player's average accuracy and WPM, and you see who gets the highest WPM and accuracy, and if they use how many nitros they use. So how 1 nitro equals 1 WPM and accuracy boost. So the more nitros that they use, the higher the WPM and accuracy boost is. And you can do 0 to 3 for that roll to see how many nitros they used. And then you just go from there. So that's essentially the rules that I have. And now let's get to actually creating all the stuff, which will be in episode 2. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you find this interesting. But I mean, certainly I am. So yeah. Teams can have a max members of 300. So yeah. Have a good day.